Let's get to our late model lineup of 11 cars for tonight's presentation. Keane Motorsports brings us the number 79 out of Enfield, Connecticut for Darrell Keane.
We just wanted to go out and have some fun, really, and see if we were going to be competitive or not, and get our feet wet before we actually jump in full steam ahead, and do a little research the year before in 2017 and with the 3 races that we ran at the end there, and try to finish in the top 5 and top 10s all season and just be consistent and load the car up every week, you know, in one piece. Sizzler goes off, I think 1 or 2 laps in, Mike Bennett and Tom Fern are in the fence on the front stretch, and I inherited the lead. And I think we finally got a little bit of a green flag run towards the end and choked with 2 to go.
Oh, all of a sudden, Darrell Keane, sideways. Keane gathers it back. Glenn Ream moves to the front of the class.
It was brutal. Didn't expect to be in that position at all, but when you're in that position, it just... If I could have run into the trailer and banged my head up against the wall for a little bit with no one seeing, I probably would have. We have the equipment, we have the guys, we have the, you know, the knowledge to do what we just did, and obviously we can win. We just got to finish it out and put 30 laps together instead of 28.
And we are off to high speed, and Tyler Leary gets a jump. So a great way to get it started over Darrell Keane, already side by side for 3rd and 4th.
Here comes Tom Fern, running on rails, almost like a car in a roller coaster, as he continues to put the pressure on the car in front of him of Darrell Keane.
Car was tight, and we just wasn't there that night. It didn't seem like it was. I knew we had it was a decent car. It just wasn't, you know, they're never perfect. They never, you know, you might get one of those every once in a great while.
As he is able to bazooka his way underneath that 79 car.
Bottom shot move. Here he goes, going, gone.
Sometimes there was a lot of green and checkers. So once the guys got strung out, you kind of, it is what it is. So you keep running, trying to make the car go, try to move around, see if you can make it better, but when the guy's half a straightaway away, you're not going to run him down.
Paul LaRue almost got underneath Darrell Keane in the 2nd quarter, so let's see if he can regroup.
Paul's a gentleman. There's probably a time or two he probably could have just, you know, give me a shot and moved me up the racetrack and moved on. But like I said, once we got strung out like that, it just, guys were just kind of just minding their own business and racing.
Trouble now. Michael Ray. Back end of the car snaps around.
Fortunately, a caution came out. You know, I think the heat cycles, we put tires on at the beginning of the day, ran them all night, and we usually scuff them. And I think it worked against us, and kind of, once the caution came out, let the tires cool down, and it was a little better. It wasn't great, but it was better.
Fern gets a jump, and what a jump it is. Ryan, jump right in here. Fern's developed a problem. He's puffing a little bit of smoke.
Tommy broke. Tommy started smoking bad. You know, it must have broke side cover on the tranny or something. If I remember, we talked about it. It was a side cover on the transmission. I was screaming. There was oil all over the place. Oil all over the windshield. I couldn't see. You know, you got to try to get any little edge you can, especially against Tommy. They black flagged him. You know, if they went green and then he didn't have that problem, it would have been 13 wins on the season for him instead of 12.
And just as we called it, Darrell Keane, wasting no time at all.
Look ahead, stay out of the mirror, listen to the spotter, you know, hit your marks. Tyler is probably, out of anyone in the division, is usually the biggest gentleman out there. He probably could have won a few more races if he wasn't. If I was in his shoes, I probably would have moved me. But he didn't. You know, I don't even think he laid the bumper on me and never even touched me.
What is Darrell Keane thinking about? Remember, on Sizzler Sunday, he had a big lead and let it get away from him. He said, I choked. It was my fault. So he is looking for redemption. Will he find it in the next 5.5 laps?
The second I saw the popsicle sticks, I was like, oh, don't do this again. So we picked away, you know, calm the nerves, pay attention, and just hit our marks. And towards the end, I think we got about a half a car, maybe a car on him with 2 to go.
Darrell Keane, 1 lap away. Can he keep it together for 1 more lap?
Remember, he told us last time he was nervous. Will those nerves have the best of him?
Made sure we hit our marks and did not make the same mistakes twice.
Ladies and gentlemen, off turn number 4, he has done it. Darrell Keane has secured a victory here at Stafford.
Relieving. Finally, it was like finally we got one. It was something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to win at Stafford. My family's been going there forever. I've been going there since I was a kid. I've always wanted to be down. I've been down in Victory Lane a bunch of times with different drivers, never for myself. So it was really cool. I'm a small guy. Figured I wouldn't fall through it. So it was worth a shot. A little slipperier when they got the water on top of it, though. Almost fell. I've done dumber. I'm sure if there was video cameras out there, they'd see me do stupider things.
Thank you very much. I have so many people to thank to get me here. First and foremost, I want to thank my father. He's not with us anymore. He passed away in August. And this has been a dream of his and mine to come here and race and to win. And it tears me apart that he's not here, but he must have been upstairs helping me out tonight because he took one from me at the Sizzler.
Walking back down from the press box, I had my cell phone with me, and I called my mother. She was down in Florida. My parents, I've always been around racing because of them. And finally to call my mother, and that's when it really hit. It was like, oh wow, this is actually true. The guys I have that help me, the support I get from BFR, from the Botticellos, Dennis, tremendous, and all the guys that work on the car, Alex, Mike, Tom, my wife, my Uncle Chucky, my brother-in-law, and my nephew. If I didn't have that support system, it would be null and void. It just wouldn't mean anything. It's that having those people behind you, supporting you, and helping you achieve a goal that you all have the same goal, but everyone has a different job and aspect of how they want to get there. It makes the bad nights fun. If you can take a bad night, the car's balled up, and you have those people still there patting you on the back, and you can pat them on the back and say thank you and have some food in the trailer and just hang out and joke around after, it's just unbelievable. That's what racing's about in my eyes.